What if I told you there's a country where you can start a business in a politically stable environment, enjoy a strong international reputation, and operate in a place known for both tourism and innovation all, while keeping your structure relatively simple? Sounds like a smart move, right? But here's the problem. Most people think Costa Rica is only about beaches, jungles, and vacations. They never consider it as a serious place to build a business. Most people get this wrong, but here's why they overlook the fact that Costa Rica has one of the most stable economies in Latin America, strong legal protections, and increasing interest from international entrepreneurs. And that's where things get interesting. But this is where it gets serious if you don't understand the process. Registering a company in Costa Rica can feel confusing, especially if you're coming from a completely different system. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly how to register an LLC in Costa Rica, step by step through a real story. So by the end, you'll not only understand the process, but also whether Costa Rica is the right move for you. Let's start with the story. Meet Alex. Alex runs a small online consulting business in the U.S. Over time, he starts thinking about something bigger. He wants a lifestyle change, lower stress, better environment, but he also wants to keep his business running. So he starts looking for a place that offers both. That's when he discovers Costa Rica. At first, it feels like a lifestyle decision. But then he asks himself a different question. What if I actually build my business there? That question changes everything, because sometimes the best business decisions are also life decisions. Now, before we follow Alex further, let's understand what an LLC in Costa Rica actually is. In Costa Rica, the equivalent of an LLC is typically a Sociedad de Responsabilidad Limitada, or SRL. There's also another common structure called an SA, or Sociedad Anónima. And here's why this matters. Both offer limited liability protection. That means your personal assets are generally separate from your business. Simple, but essential. Now here's where things get interesting. The SRL is often preferred for smaller, closely held businesses. It's simpler, more flexible, and easier to manage. Alex chooses the SRL, and that decision keeps things straightforward. Now let's walk through the process step by step. Step 1. Choosing your company name. Sounds simple, but here's the problem. Your company name must be unique and registered with the National Registry. And here's the surprising truth. Names are checked strictly, and anything too similar will be rejected. So Alex prepares multiple options. Because smart entrepreneurs don't rely on one idea, they prepare for friction. Now step 2. Appointing shareholders and managers. To form an SRL in Costa Rica, you need at least 2 shareholders. And here's something important. These shareholders can be individuals or companies. They don't have to be residents. Alex partners with a trusted associate, and this allows him to meet the requirement easily. Now step 3. Drafting the incorporation deed. This is where things become real. The incorporation must be prepared by a Costa Rican notary. And here's the key. The notary plays a central role in the process. They prepare and register the legal documents. Alex works with a local lawyer, and this decision makes everything smoother. Now step 4. Registering the company. Once the incorporation deed is ready, it is submitted to the National Registry, and this is where patience becomes important, because processing times can vary. Alex submits his documents, and then he waits, but not for too long, because his company is approved within a reasonable time. And in that moment everything changes, because he officially owns a business in Costa Rica. Now step 5. Registering for taxes. But here's the problem. Registration is not enough. You must register with the tax authorities. This gives your company a tax ID. Now your business becomes operational. Alex completes the step, and now he's fully compliant. Now step 6. Opening a business bank account. This is essential, because without it, your company cannot function. And here's the challenge. Costa Rican banks require documentation and verification. In many cases, you may need to be physically present. Alex travels to Costa Rica and completes the process. Now everything starts to feel real. Now step 7. Obtaining necessary permits. Depending on your business activity, you may need additional licenses. And this is where many people get confused, because requirements vary. Alex checks carefully and ensures everything is in place. Now let's pause for a moment, because you might be thinking this sounds manageable. What's the downside? And that's the right question, because no system is perfect. And this is where it gets real. Costa Rica is stable, but it's not the cheapest option. Regulations must be followed. Taxes must be paid correctly. This is where it gets dangerous. If you ignore compliance, You can face penalties, but if you follow the system, you gain something powerful: stability. Now let's go back to Alex. 6 months later, his life looks completely different. He's living in a new environment. His business is still running, and he's operating with more clarity and balance. This is the hidden payoff. Not just business growth, but lifestyle transformation. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC or SRL in Costa Rica involves choosing a company name, appointing shareholders, drafting the incorporation deed, registering the company, obtaining a tax ID, opening a bank account, securing permits if needed. Simple steps, but powerful outcomes. And here's the deeper insight most people miss: this isn't just about Costa Rica. It's about alignment. Because the best business decisions are not just about profit, they are about building a life that works for you. And that's a different kind of success. Now here's the question you need to ask yourself: are you building a business that fits your life, or a life that fits your business? Because that answer can change everything. And if you've stayed with me this far, you're already thinking differently. You're not just chasing opportunities, you're designing your future. And that's what makes you business-minded. So if this gave you value, if it opened your perspective even a little, make sure to subscribe, because we're diving deeper into global business, smart strategies, and opportunities that most people never even consider. And trust me, the next decision you make could change everything.